My name is Gail Mackey. I am from Aberdeen, but I have lived in Granada, Spain for the last 25 years. I studied joint honours history and Hispanic studies. I run a business that is called Granada Tapas Tours, and the concept is that we take people out on a route. We go round some of the tapas bars in Granada. There are over 2,000 bars in a city that's no bigger than Aberdeen, really, so there are a lot of places to visit, and the majority of people perhaps only get to the ones where most of the tourists go, which I think is a great shame because there are so many fantastic bars and the cuisine has to be discovered and sampled, and obviously to give them some history knowledge and to tell them a little bit about wine and beer and the food that they're eating if they're interested. If they just want to sort of come out and have a nice evening, then that's great as well. But that's sort of what I do, and that's my business. Sitting in secondary school, I'd done French and I had done German languages, and I liked history as well. I really, really liked history. So I initially I started my degree as a history graduate, and then I sort of incorporated more Spanish. I had done Spanish as a third language when I lived in California. I did a secondary school year in California. And I thought, I really liked Spanish. It seemed to click more with me, more than German and more than French. And so I started to do Hispanic studies as well. Well, my year abroad was very unexpected. I wasn't going to do the year abroad initially, but I absolutely loved my year abroad. So much so that I asked the university for another year out. So I had 2 years in Granada to study, and I felt that really consolidated my level of Spanish. The first 3 months, maybe when I was abroad, you're settling in, and I didn't do what you're supposed to do and try and speak as much as possible. And I struggled, but I thought, no, I have to learn this. I really, really want to. I'm here to improve. And so I arrived in September, and so by Christmas and then January, I had thrown myself in completely. Obviously, without speaking Spanish and learning a language, I wouldn't be able to live in Spain. Yes, you can go abroad and learn a language when you're there, but the base I had, because obviously you have a grammatical base, I'm a bit of a grammar freak. I do like learning languages. So yes, to speak the language was essential, and to have that basis from the university and having learnt, that was very, very important. When I first arrived, I was shocked by the level of, you can learn as much as you like from a book, really, and I can't stress this enough, but when you arrive in a country and you begin to try your sentences and you've practiced and you're ready, the replies you get are quick, fast, rapid, and you're sort of, oh wow. You need to find a couple of good friends that sort of help you just to learn the language. I found that quite surprising. I wasn't prepared for the actual Spanish language. And then when you meet the people, you realise a lot of myths about, Spain has the whole sort of mañana, we'll do things at a slower pace. Yes, they have a pace, but I've never worked as hard. There have been moments, I'm not going to lie, there have been times, when the property crash came around 2006, 7 and 8 in particular, that was a time I thought, maybe it's time to go. But that was also the moment that I thought, right, I've got to try something to stay here. And so that's when I wanted to start the hobby that has become the business. To be relatively young, foreign and female, living in Spain or living abroad can be difficult. And I had worked for many companies, and I perhaps didn't feel that I was being taken seriously or that I was appreciated. And because I always had this as a back burner, sort of as an idea, and wondered if it would work, I thought, right, well, let's try it. So in 2006, I launched a webpage and thought, right, we'll just see what happens. And it's just grown and grown and grown. And I think right place at the right time is also very important. People are more interested in going abroad and learning about the place they're in through food and drink, which is perfect, which is just what I do. My career path, I must admit, I didn't really have a clear career path. I've never sort of wanted to be a doctor, a dentist, a nurse, a vet, or in a particular field. So I have been lucky and have worked, I think, in jobs that I've enjoyed. And the job that I'm doing now was my hobby. And I have created a job and a little business out of my hobby, which I'm very happy and very proud of. If you want to start your own business, I think it's very important to keep at it. It's very important to be aware that you're going to work a lot of hours. It's very important to be invested in it, so it has to be something that you like and enjoy, and also never to give up. Because a lot of people might say, oh, that's not going to work, or that's not a good idea. If you wholeheartedly feel that it is, then keep at it. and then keep working. Just keep going, don't give up, because the goal is to get somewhere with it, and to obviously all the hours you put in and the investment in time, the time investment that you make, you will reap the rewards, the rewards eventually. You will. I feel very, very comfortable in Spain. I feel like I was in a different life. I was maybe born a Spanish señorita, who knows?